Hello guys, it's Max here from Daily Market Movements. Welcome to another episode where today we're going to be analysing the three major US indices, that being the S&P500, followed by the Nasdaq100 and my DowJones30 futures charts. Just before I start today's video, as always, anyone who's interested in joining my Signal group, as well as receiving my daily market research that I post prior to US markets opening, then make sure you visit my website, dailymarketmovements.com. I've left the website link in the description of today's video, so scroll down, click on the link, that'll bring you to the website, and then once on the website, just scroll down ever so slightly and click subscribe under the monthly subscription section. But let's get started with today's video. Firstly, I'd just like to apologize for not posting any videos over the past two trading sessions. This was because I was away skiing in the south of France. So thank you for your patience. I'm now back home and videos will continue as per usual. A lot has happened whilst I've been away, starting with the CPI figure that we got yesterday, coming slightly hotter than expected at 3.1% versus 3% expected. After analysing the inflation stats, checking the mechanics under the bonnet, it was mostly shelter and car insurance, and that doesn't really concern me. So I think that the setup that we saw yesterday was fair, because we have kind of pretty much half priced in a March cut, and I think it's evident now after that inflation report that we are not going to get a March cut. So we've taken some froth off the market, but we have found a bounce here during today's trading session. We have given up some of that bounce, but we're still trading in the green ever so slightly by 0.07 basis points. I think earlier on we were up around 0.5%. So, we're still trading within this technical pattern here, this wedge and uptrend. We haven't done any technical damage, especially yesterday when we saw that 2% correction. So that makes me believe that we are still going to continue to trade high here over the coming days and weeks. I think one thing that everyone should know is that yesterday, I don't think that we saw a temporary top, because we basically sold off on bad news. And typically what tends to happen is when there's a market top, you sell off on good news, which is a little bit confusing. I get it. But, a great example of this is October. When we bottomed here, we actually finished this trading session on in positive territory, but that was actually some terrible news. We had CPI that come in hotter than expected, but that marked the bottom, and that's what I'm kind of looking for. I'm looking for some positive news to come out and for the market to end negative. That then to me would start to ring some alarm bells. Then moving over to the Nasdaq100, very similar to the S&P 500, no technical damage has been done whatsoever. We're still trading healthily within this uptrend, and I do see this as a buyable dip. And then finally moving over to a DowJones30, and again, we haven't really done too much technical damage. One thing I don't like though is that we have kind of broken this very aggressive uptrend that we formed since the start of this rally at the end of October. So that is concerning. But if we just zoom out and we see this uptrend that we're in, you could just argue that we're back testing this uptrend that we've been in for some time, and we could potentially see a bounce here. And we're actually starting to see that during today's trading session. Just two other charts that I really want to keep a close eye on. The US dollar continues to trade higher. I'm looking for this to be broken. If we can break below this uptrend, then that would be very positive. But as you can see, we're still a very long way away. If I just draw another trend line here. Here we go. You can kind of argue that we've got a very similar pattern to the indexes, and we are towards the upside, so we could potentially see a fall in US dollar over the coming days, and that could potentially help US equities trade towards the upside. And then finally, if we just look at the 10-year bond yields, again, we're trading towards the upside. I'm looking for evidence of a breakdown here. If we saw some evidence of a breakdown, that then to me would be very positive for US equities. That's going to wrap it up for today's video, guys. Don't forget, if you'd like to join my trading signal group, then make sure you visit my website, dailymarketmovements.com, and join by clicking subscribe under the monthly subscription section. Thank you very much, and I'll see you tomorrow.